What is up, YouTube? I'm Sprawling at 13. I'm gonna be showing you a cool episode of oh, not really an episode. It's just gonna be a cool way to build a theme for your iPod. Alright, now there are a bunch of things I'm gonna go over in this video, so keep your ears wide open. Alright. So the first thing you're going to want to do is pull out a computer, because this obviously requires a computer and a jailbroken iPod. So if you haven't already done those two, go jailbreak your iPod. I should have a video up pretty soon on how to jailbreak your iPod using Snowbreeze, alright? Because I honestly think it's the best one, as long as you don't have a jacked up iPod. Alright, so let's get started. So first thing you're going to want to do, go get a computer, make sure you have your jailbroken iPod near you, and go to Cydia. Well, it says right there, cydia.stumpinc.com. There will be a link to this site in the description. Alright, so, wow, that was weird. So, now you're on this Stumping Inc. sort of site. So you're going to want to click right here on iThemed Pro. Alright, now it's going to open a new tab in your browser. Alright, then you're going to see this, alright? Now, now, honestly, I haven't found a better one. At least not a better one that works, because this is the only working one that I've seen that has worked. So what you're going to, so you can go, make your own accounts. That way you can save your theme to a specific user and etc. So what I can do is I can go, load one of my themes. So I'm going to go load Knight's Realm. Alright, so as you can see, I've got this entire thing set up. So now let's go check it out once it loads. 50, yeah, it loads pretty decently quick compared to how long you would usually wait. So anyways, there are a lot of options here. So the first one is obviously change your lock screen background. You can do that without Cydia, but it's just sort of part of the whatchamacallit, it's just sort of part of the theme maker, which is really nice. So for pretty much each and everything, you can go into advanced mode, which basically, if you want to, you can. If you think the image is too small, stretch it, zoom it, or, leave it how it is, don't resize it. Don't really know why they have that, or scale it, which, I think that should scale it to the size of the screen. Don't resize it if you like how it looks. You can switch it to negative, which it will be opposite colors. Grayscale, so, it's like black and white. Use custom dimensions, that's sort of your own doing if you want it to be. For example, if you only want to show a specific part of the picture, you can add background color, tint color, and don't really, well, I guess this is just to download that specific image if you want to use it on here, if it isn't already there. Alright, and if you don't want to use your own custom one, so let's go back to the basics. Okay, here we go. Alright, so now, you got this large variety of multiple, if you don't want to use your own custom one, there's a pretty big variety, or not a pretty big one, but it's a decent variety of different sorts of lock screens. So here we got this epic blue Audi. I think that's an Audi. I mean, it looks like one. I mean, fire guitar, this whole thing, make your apps look cool. There are a bunch of really neat ones, but I better move on to the next one. So I'm gonna just hit OK. Or go back there. Here we go. Alright, there's a ton of other stuff you guys are going to need to see, so I don't want to waste your guys' time. So this is just a lock screen. I mean, you can even click power down, power off, unlock. I've got a ton of different applications, and yeah. As you can see, I've chosen my own custom images for each and every one of my applications. I mean, phone, I have an iPod, so that's not really needed, along with, a few others. Sort of like the compass. Actually, where is the compass? I mean, I don't have YouTube on my iPod, but I sort of changed the image anyways. So we can go here and you can, choose from a bunch of pretty cool unlock sliders, but I honestly wanted to not to use one of these, but considering it's Nitrom, I wanted to have something like this. So I chose a knight's helmet. Now be careful because it won't remove the background unless you have a picture without a background, right? Just keep that in mind. So say for example you've got this, except it's got like a square white background, it will also show the background. Alright, now you can change the label of what this says depending on your font, advanced mode for it if you want, actually change the specific image, how it looks, just like up there. Same for the power off power off slider and the answer slider. And this is really cool. Slider text shine, which you can see that thing glaring right here. That's the slider text shine. I chose one of my own custom images by going into advanced, or just even hitting upload. But you can choose one of these. It's there are a bunch of really cool ones. Slider holder, honestly, I would have to say just go with this one. That way it's a transparent one. Otherwise, it will screw up if you have an iPod because it doesn't support the little camera icons. So just keep that in mind. So I would honestly just go with the transparent one. That's what I always do. The time holder, however, is different. I mean, you can choose, transparent or whatever for it because it obviously doesn't have a old camera button thing. And music controls, when you have that, you click the home button twice. It's kind of cool. It actually works like an iPod, or most of it, anyways. So, I mean, that's just the lock screen. Then you got the home screen, it's got a bunch of the same things, except here we got dock. So if you want to change that little thing, that's right here. So we got that. Bunch of different ones. Really neat. App shadows, so I don't really have any, and I honestly don't want to go messing with that, but you sort of get the idea. I mean, it's like this little black, blue, or whatever kind of shadow you place under it. Along with, and you can have it separate from the docked ones. So now we can go over to status bar, which I really like. Honestly, I would not change the color of these because, well, I mean, all of them you can change the color of them, except for the whatchamacallit. The time doesn't want to seem to change for some reason. Don't know why. So if I set it to it, it doesn't want to change. Don't know why. So if I were to do this. Notice how, it's blue, but the time still says white. Kind of weird. I'm just going to reset it. You can also go into lock screen background. You notice I have a custom background here. Silver in-app background. Basically just make it, I would just keep it whatever you have for the home screen and lock screen background, along with the black in-app status bar background, alright? So let's go over into interface. Now, basically, if you notice how whenever you click on a button, it's instead, rather than being white, it turns blue, and the letters turn white. Whoops. But with this, you can actually change that. So you can have your own custom one, but preferably, I chose this one. I thought it was really sleek, really nice, so I chose it. So whenever you click on a button, I'm pretty sure the letters go white, and then you got this, this own custom image. So the final step of this, or one of pretty much the last step of actually creating it, is going and changing the icons, which is really neat. So if you want to add your own custom one, because they do have image icons, as you can see here, for certain ones, but other ones you're gonna have to find it somewhere else. Like for example, where is it? It was newsstand, whatever it is. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, I had to do a custom one for newsstand and game center. Notice how the only one for game center is that little Pac-Man one, which is, it's kind of nice, except it doesn't have the black icon and it's kind of big. So yeah, and I like what I did with newsstand. Notice how it doesn't have the icon there. I just sort of upload my own custom one. Now, just keep in mind real quick, some of these can be a lot bigger than you might think. So notice how, some are bigger than others. So if you don't really care, then it doesn't matter. But if you do care, then just keep it, just sort of pay attention to the size, because that can always make a difference. All right. Now, what you can do, you can only sell these you can only have these for free, unfortunately. But I mean, it is a free site, so it makes sense. So what you can do, you can publish this to the Cydia store, which is so cool. So what you go over, you sort of go over, click on Update Theme. And now I don't want to click OK because otherwise, yeah. But anyways, of course for you, instead of updating, you'll say Publish. So you'll be publishing a theme called whatever, Night's Realm in my case. You can always update your theme, so if you want to add more stuff, people can go over and update their theme once they have got it. Now, you do need a specific source code, which I will happily leave in the description below, so if you want to go grab your theme, after you publish it, then go do so. Alright, now note, after you publish it, you will have to wait up to 10 minutes. At the least. I mean, that's a pretty decent time considering it's uploading to the Cydia store on its own source code. So, yeah, so it'll take about 10 minutes. For me, it took a few, only like 2 or 3, but I suppose my Ipod was kind of fast, along with my modem, so that's basically how to create them, So I think that's it. That really is all there is. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will get to them within a day's time. If you've noticed, a lot of people on YouTube, a lot of YouTubers, some of them never get to their comments. Me, it's a different story. I check my comments every day, and I always answer them. So if you have a question, if you have a recommendation for a new video, or just a recommendation in general, how I can improve, then feel free to leave them in the comments below. Alright, so thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe. Alright, and hope you liked the video. Alright, so peace.